So before you begin everything else, remember to prepare your clean tools. So in this case, what we're going to be using is a chopping board meant for vegetables, an empty plate, and then let me adjust the camera. Okay, so next one is a knife. I went to wash it first so that it's clean and make sure it's sharpened. So now it's sharp. Hey guys, so the first ingredient we have is the onion. So take your onion, red onion, and then you just slice it. Well, dice it into small cubes, just like how I'm gonna show you now. There we go. Next one we have is the ginger. Slice it into thin strips. Doesn't have to be super thin, just thin strips. Okay? So once you've done that, you're good to go. Okay guys, so remember to wash the chopping board after you finish cutting each ingredient. So the next one we have is the tomato. So take one big red tomato and just dice them up slightly bigger than your onions earlier, or however big you guys want it to be. So I actually forgot to mention this, but I've already begun boiling water so that I don't have to do it later on. If not, it's gonna take longer to prepare this dinner. So once you finish chopping up everything and it's already all on the plate, you wash the chopping board and the knife, and you prepare another chopping board which is meant for the meat. Advisable to use two different chopping boards for vegetables as well as meat, so there's no cross contamination. So get your clean chopping board, and then you need to lay out your fish and create strikes on them, like slanted strikes, or you can call it scoring them, but only one line. I'll show you what I mean. So for this fish, I've actually cut off its tail and its fins, and then now I'm just gonna season it with salt, sprinkle it with salt everywhere, including the inside and including inside the cuts we've made. Be generous about it. Trust me, it's not really that salty. Okay, so next you take black pepper, preferably ground pepper, and well, season everything inside, outside, front, and back. Okay, once you've marinated the fish with salt and pepper, you prepare a sauce bowl. Mix all your three ingredients that you've cut up just now, the onion, tomato, and the ginger, and then we're gonna make the sauce. Okay, so for this soy sauce, we're gonna be using dark soy sauce, which is Datu Puti, which is a Filipino brand soy sauce. You guys can use any soy sauce you have at home. So, but I'm gonna be using this. So I'm taking a serving spoon, and I think 2 serving spoons of this soy sauce will be enough to cover my fish. So I'll keep it to 2 serving spoons, but you guys can add as much as you want. It's again your preference. So then you mix all of them up, make sure it's well mixed. Once that is done, you begin to prepare your plate that you're gonna be steaming the fish in. And at the bottom part, layer it with a bit of the soy sauce that you have made earlier. Make sure it's evenly coated, like so. Once you guys are done with this, make sure you guys don't finish it up because we still need to marinate or cover the fish in the remaining sauce that you've made. So set that aside. I'm gonna take the fish now. So this fish, I'm gonna coat it with a layer of sesame oil. You guys can use as much sesame oil as you want, up to your preference. I really like sesame oil, so I'm gonna put a bit more. So once you've coated one side, before you coat the other, flip the fish onto the plate, the one that's already coated, and then you can begin to coat the other side because the chopping board is with water, so we don't want that to mix. Okay, so and then once you've coated the other side already with sesame oil, now you put the remaining sauce that you've made earlier inside the fish and around the fish, and then you can begin to wrap it up later on in aluminum foil. Okay, just make sure you guys try not to waste any of the sauce, so scrape it off the plate and evenly spread it out. Okay, You're done pouring all the sauce. You just need to cover it up with aluminum foil. Seal the sides completely to prevent any water from going into the fish. And then once you've done that, you can cover up the fish. Do check it maybe once or twice throughout the whole 45 minutes. In this case, I checked it once within 35 minutes of my cooking time just to make sure there's enough water, because otherwise it will be too dried up. And then right about here, I think it's only left about 10 more minutes and then it's ready to be served. Okay, so the fish is done. Turn it off. Take this, be careful because it's hot. Yes, that's ready. Very ready. Okay, then later on I will use another silicone glove to transfer that over here. So let's, the fish is here. That is empty. You guys, look at that fish. You see the flesh is white. That's an indication that it's cooked. If it's still not cooked, put it back in the pot, all right? Okay, food is all set on the table. Just switch over once to the kitchen and head over to the dining area where we are gonna have dinner. So this is our dinner setup. So now this is our dinner setup, just soup, rice, and a steamed fish. If you guys are wondering, my mom don't eat rice as often anymore, so she just eats her soup and she'll eat the steamed fish. And let's have dinner. Thank you for watching.